right, my friends, there we have it. The intro video. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to another episode of DreamWizard Plays number 399, Disco Elysium from 2019, Part 9. Here we go. That's crazy. 399 episodes. Tomorrow, Friday, episode 400. I'm not doing anything special for it. Is episode 400 anything special? It's 400 episodes. It's special to me, I suppose, but it's not like a milestone. Maybe 500 or 100 episodes? Yeah, 500 maybe, 1,000 for sure, but 100, seems like just a landmark on the way to somewhere else. I don't know. What do you think? Happy Thursday to you. Would you kindly like, share, subscribe, tell your friends? Always need more viewers for the game streams and volunteer dreamers for Dreamscapes episodes. Had another fantastic interview today. They're ramping up. We're back to, was it Dreamscapes? Interviews are back on the menu, boys and girls and children of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, etc. That being said, there was an episode last Saturday, and there will be another one coming up this Saturday, bright and early in the morning on Saturday. Another great talk with another great guest. I can't hype them enough. I don't have the verbal flim flam to hype things. I really enjoy them, and I hope you do too. So we're gonna have another one out on Saturday. If you just can't get enough of dreams in the meantime, you can support my work by purchasing one of 17 currently available books of historical dream literature available on Amazon, and book 3 in the ABC series, Augury, Bibliomancy, and Chaos, is at the left side of your screen there. It is Oniro Chronologia Volume 1, Part 1 of 3 books I did in a series, a collection of anthology works gathering up shorter pieces of historical dream literature that I did not want to be lost to time simply because they were not full book length. So there you have that. All this and more, of course, at BenjaminTheDreamWizard.com. Right there, right at the bottom of the screen, BenjaminTheDreamWizard.com. Also, if you'd head on over to BenjaminTheDreamWizard.locals.com, you can get this here, the custom cocktail for this run of Disco Elysium. I've entitled it Socialist Champagne. And it's a nice kind of bubbly pink color that I hope you will enjoy. You'll need to head on over to BenjaminTheDreamWizard.locals.com. It is a locals exclusive recipe. Join the community there. It's free. It's free to join and attached to my Rumble account. So if you're watching me on Rumble, there's no reason not to just okay. Let's click over and jump into his locals page there and say hello. I think I have it set where people can respond to my posts. Shit, I don't know. Someone who's already a member, say hello. Like nobody talks there, but when there's enough people, we will. Wow, I'm really selling it, aren't I? Hey, if you have a beverage of your choice, be it socialist champagne or otherwise, would you raise your glass with me? We'll do the toast and get into the game. Here we go. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Nostrovia. Kanpai. Salud. Cheers to you. And here's mud in your eye. Delicious. All right, let's get this stuff off the screen and jump back into the game. When last we left our intrepid hero, he had just gotten into the building to do some looking around, and we're going to keep looking around. Hey-oh, here we go. What else is there to do in here? We've looked in the cabinet. We've looted everything we possibly can in the room. There's a set of stairs. We're going up. We are about to solve the mystery. It's happening. Oh, we're on the rooftop. Yeah, buddy. I've been wanting to get here for a while. First, let's do this. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Well, that's fine. What did we find here? We found new things. What was it showing me that I needed to go get new things? We've got alcohol. We're going to drink that later. We've got, glasses. That's probably it. We got for items. We've got, let's put these things like so. And a new postcard. That's right. Okay. Nothing special. Let's check out this coat. Is this a coat I can finally grab?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Oh shit, it's a fellow cop who might have been in this area. Was he investigating and got whacked?
This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Ooh, it was mine. Lieutenant, I say, pointing to the cloak. I think that's mine. Yona says, hey Ben, can't wait to watch you play your sensitive police officer self today. Thank you much. Happy to have you. Welcome.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
You think I should grab it, Kim?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Why would it make me ask him that? I was going to take it anyway. Grab the cloak.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Is it a bulletproof cloak? I don't think it is. Heyo, we got new toys. Under clothing. What is it? It is +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers. Oh, it would be, well, what did I took off this coat. That was +1 esprit de corps. Oh, so I just replaced it with one that gives me +1 shivers as well. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Well, then this is just extra. Wonder if I can get rid of it in any way. Why would I ever wear anything else? Whew. Look at that. I'm styling. All right. On with the show. What's over here? Collecting rainwater. That's illegal in Portland. I would never do something like that. All right, well, there's a way to get down from here. But first, we're going to go over here because I think this is where I'm able to collect some cans and bottles. Oh, and there's another door and there's windows. Let's go over here. Let's first... At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts are on the ground. How about this one? Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. Was I camping out up here? This gives quite the view down to the courtyard out behind Whirling and Rags, I think. All right, what's this?
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard did they party?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
We got some options here. This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Or, looks like I had a lot of fun. Or, I'm still not completely convinced it was me. The 4th option, I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Let's go with that one.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now, let's just move on.
It looks like advanced kidney failure. That's what it looks like. All right, we're going to grab these bottles. Whoops.
Yes?
Oh, I did not want to talk to Kim. What I wanted to do was grab that, and that, and that. All right, well, what's up with these windows?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
So this is where René works. I'm going to look around and search the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
Let's say I'm going to ask him about it, or I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence, or I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. Let's say I'm going to ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Okay. Done. Let's do a quick save. It's been a minute. Can we go? We can't go down here. It looks like those stairs are broken. Okay, well, we found out how to get up here. Fantastic. We're gonna have a look at this. What does that say? Oh, hold on. All around you, great machines in quiescence. All right. White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Indeed. I'm going to have to walk down and around quite a ways to get up there. All right, so we're going to start down here. What is this thing?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
We're going to leave and go. March meaning move, and arrête meaning stop, I believe. We're going to leave. I'm going to quick save, and we're going to push some buttons, see what happens.
A rusting control panel with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh. And it puts it down. All right. That happened. Continue.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
What happens if we press arrête?
The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Okay. Well, we did the thing. We moved the thing, and now we're going to head up here and have a look at it. What is this? I want to see what that is. It's money. Of course we're going to take all the money. Then we're going to come over here. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvalsund. Okay. Well, let's stop here. We're going to do this again. We're going to quick save, just in case. I don't know. I'm feeling paranoid today. When am I not, hey? Save early, save often.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Inspect the container and say, maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Let's knock on the door.
No reply.
I'm gonna knock on the door again.
No reply.
I wonder how many times I can keep knocking and it'll just keep telling me no reply.
No reply. No reply. No reply. No reply.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to 10. 7.
No reply.
8.
No reply.
9.
No reply.
10.
No reply.
You think after a while the game would be like, hey, you're not going to get an answer.
No reply.
All right, let's open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Wow. Rhetoric chance. It says it's impossible. Persuade the door to open. I mean, basically, I would have to roll boxcars. That's the 3% chance, I guess. Nothing more to do here now. Let's leave, I guess. We're gonna do a hard save because it's been a minute. We're gonna see if we can persuade
You're
this
back
door to open.
before the cargo container. Despite
Holy
the dirt
Jesus.
that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Impossible success. Look at that. If I had not rolled, I rolled the 18. I got it with those modifiers. Unbelievable. 5 and a 6 gave me an 11 plus 3. The total was 15. How did that even happen? Impossible 18, but my roll was a 15 and it succeeded. Was it just going to let me succeed no matter what? What is even happening here? I say to the container, hello? Is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Yona's celebrating with me. Thank you, thank you. All right, man. I'm shocked and amazed. Heyo.
Satisfied, detective?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face. First try, 3% impossible roll, and he gave it to me. What is going on?
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Holy shit, there is somebody home.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Mega rich light bending guy. What is happening?
You can't be serious.
Kim heard him too. I'm not hallucinating. Holy Jesus. We're gonna quick save it again. What is happening? Seriously, Yona, bruh, is right. Let's go over here, I guess. Where do we keep going? Do I need to bust out a flashlight? It's been a while since I've had a flashlight on. Huh. Oops.
Yes?
No. I'm not trying to click on you. I don't know what's happening here. We're inside the container. Oh, there's a guy. He's right there. I didn't see
The
him.
man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
What does that even mean? What does the presence of capital feel like? Yeah. Yona, this is crazy. What is even happening here? I don't get it.
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
I'm gonna squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard.
Oh, visual calculus was gonna tell us a story, but it was impossible. Yeah, impossible at a 20 versus my 8. Well, that's, yeah. I would have had to have rolled that ultra rare 3% twice in a row.
In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello!
Welcome
Come in, make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Well, he's mega rich. He is the mega rich light bending guy. Dude, who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
There's genuine surprise in his voice.
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Theodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Theodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
The name's Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, most likely.
Pleasure to meet you, Raphael. I'm surprised in a positive manner, to understand, about your exceedingly high net worth name.
It is not. Never mind.
Oh, don't you worry, Lieutenant. I can tell a good man when I see one.
Mr. Mega Rich Lightbending Guy, how did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
Of course it is. Everything's related to the case.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, of course he said it. I didn't.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow.
Of course blow. Why would you not blow it on blow? Let's see. What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Not really. Well, we got a range of options here. You're right. Capital accumulation is its own reward. Not a fan of that one. Number 2, don't you think you should use your great wealth for the glory of your fatherland? Number 3, you are a thief. People out there are working their asses off while you chill in here. Number 4, it's great that you've done so well for yourself, but don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society? Or, cool, I don't have any interesting replies. There is something I've got. What is it? We're going to go in here and we're going to look at it. Which one is it? Indirect modes of taxation? Is that the one? Ultra-liberal dialogue options give +1 real. Let's look for which one is the ultra-liberal. Ultra-liberal, I guess, would be, you're right, capital accumulation is its own reward. We've got... Whoa. Whoa. Look at this real down here. 1575516.00. Did he just give me a whole bunch of money for just popping into the crate? Do I even need 1 real? Is that money coming with me when I go out, or is that just an effect of bent light? That is, wow, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That is 157,005. No. Shit, I can't even do the numbers right. That is 15,755,016 real. If that's money I've got for the rest of the game, I'm literally buying everything and giving it away to a bunch of people. It's kind of amazing. All right. I don't like any of these answers. But you know what? If I was super wealthy, I don't think I would feel like I owe it to society to share that wealth, but I feel like I would want to do good for other people with it. So we're going to interpret this answer like if I had $15 million right now, I would not be spending it all on myself. I would definitely be investing most of it, but I would try to do some good. So we're going to go with that. It's great that you've done well for yourself, but don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society?
Sure. And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
I'm going to go with hundreds.
Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future, it'll all be automated. But my point is this.
He says, jabbing his finger into the air a bit.
Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
Man, being a high net worth individual sounds pretty great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
He nods.
Hey. All this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
Well, let's start there. My friend, there is something strange about you.
What do you mean?
His essence seems to signify actual surprise. Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No. I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesmann coefficient.
Weiss-Wiesmann coefficient? What's that?
It's some statistical thing. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some of the laws of physics cease to apply.
Are you telling me that you are so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
A man this chill is at least a triple-digit billionaire.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who is unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
So Kim is not seeing the light bending effect. I must be quite a low net worth individual.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you, my container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think.
Huh. I mean, if it was a comfortable shipping container, maybe with a window, a nice chair, some books, maybe that might be a fun way to travel. I don't know.
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
Let's see, we got some options here. All of them involve telling him we're in Martinez, district of Revachol. the former capital of the world. That's the first one. Second one, pretty good hostel here. Where in Martinez, there's a creepy abandoned commercial area. Let's go with the first one. No, let's go with, there's a pretty good hostel here. Let's go with that one.
Oh, interesting. I've made quite a few real estate plays over the years. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
So, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make that much of a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So you really travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, bail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
Let me see here. I can tell him, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle? Or, those things all sound pretty nice. Or simply yawn and say, yeah, that does sound pretty tiresome. I'll say, what, it isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
The bending light appears to wink. All right, so you're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
You sure you don't have any more? I thought you were a billionaire. Let's be greedy here. I don't think I'm walking away with this 15 billion or 50 million that it says I have on me.
Yes, I'm sure. You know,
his eyes narrow. The light seems to bend more aggressively.
maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Sounds like something I'm never going to get around to.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
We can roll a red check for conceptualization to present a sound investment plan, or present an investment plan that is sure to fail. I mean, am I going to go back through this entire conversation to try and do this? It's a red check. It can only be done once. I either hit boxcars or I don't. Here we go. Cross your fingers for me.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
You should invest in the RCM.
He should what?
The volunteer police force. And why would I do that?
Because it's chronically mismanaged, deeply corrupt, and completely outmatched.
Just a minute. The RCM has its difficulties, but generally speaking...
You know, that's exactly what I've heard. From what I understand, the RCM, as currently constituted, is essentially a lost cause. Still, the idea of a privatized police force is extremely forward-thinking. You could even say it's ultra liberal. Tell me, if you could invest in the RCM, where would you direct your resources?
Bigger guns. Large caliber motherfuckers that leave exit wounds the size of grapefruits.
Well, we're going to ignore Half-Light and not say that.
Take care of the people who protect the people.
Let's see. Large caliber weapons. That's an option. Pay raises for officers and generous benefits. Or I'd pay some designers to come up with a new logo and a tagline. No. Officers and benefits. Yes.
I don't believe in giving anyone money for nothing, but maybe there is something to using market incentives to improve performance.
That's the trick.
If I could interject, the RCM's problems are mainly structural. We are hamstrung by a lack of clear lines of authority, and our system of performance reviews strongly disincentivizes interpreting cooperation.
I think the lieutenant's right. Your problems run much deeper than equipment or funding. The entire org structure of the RCM needs to be redefined. You need a unified chain of command. New metrics for measuring performance that reward real police work. Does that sound right?
Like it.
Yes. That's precisely what we need.
So I say to the mega-rich light-bending guy, you'll do it then, right?
Hell no! Can you imagine how much work that would take? Why would I do that when I can just speculate on exotic financial derivatives from the comfort of this shipping container?
I mean, he's got a point, I suppose.
The thing about investing is that the less work you have to do, the better. Don't overthink. That's what return on investment means.
Return on investment means don't overthink. Let's look here. Do I have a, the ability? I do not have the ability to unlock, but we've got a new thing. Bankruptcy sequence. Layoff season due to -1 empathy. That is 5 hours and 15 minutes worth of research time. It says business loves silence. The second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. So let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges, delivering parcels for soup money? You need to crisis manage your way out of this. We're gonna be able to unlock that very soon, I hope. All right.
The lieutenant's disappointment is palpable. It's like someone just shot his dog.
Now, was there anything else I could
Damaged
help the
morale.
gentleman with?
Well, you know what? Looks like I'm out of questions. We should get back to our investigation. I thank you for your time.
Why go so soon? I feel with so much more to talk about. Well, until next time.
Well, until next time is we can come back and talk to him later, I suppose. I guess we'll do a full save. I don't think I'm going to get back in there and make that red check. It just doesn't seem possible. But first, I'm going to put away this flashlight because that was never necessary. Ask Renee about the photo. The photo you found in the Night Watchman's booth. The one with the happy couple. Ask Renee about it. Oh, I had to remember. Renee is the soldier playing with his balls. Here we go. Out of here. Where to go now? I guess we go over here. That was kind of brutal. Oh, and our money! The 15 million is gone. Just being in his presence, we felt like we had a lot of money. The glow of his high net worth was upon us. Oh, I'm disappointed. A pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. The shipyard is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Can I see this thing from here? This speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Oh, of course, because they're all on strike and they won't let the scabs in. Bye-bye, 15 million. I'm glad I saw it, though. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. What's in the box? It is something that won't come open unless we equip. There it is. Let's pop that sucker open. We got a pair of gloves. Following the Ultra Series gloves, +1 half-light. We're going to take that sucker. We're also going to look in here. Oh, I got items. What I got? I got that photo. Photo of the happy couple. That's right. All right. What are the gloves I'm wearing? The gloves I'm wearing are +1 interfacing. Apparently, I don't really need +1 half-light. Because I was warned not to trust half-light. So we'll just let half-light tell us what it is. Tell us whatever it wants to say without me giving it any bonus modifiers. Okay. Let's put away the pry bar. And have a walk over here. Ooh, there's coins. Pick up some coins. $1.10. Not bad. What is this? Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. And another $1.42. How about that? All right, this looks like we're about to enter... Oh, let's come over here first. Ooh, hey, we can talk to this guy. What do we see here? The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. This guy sings, "Soon, oh soon, the green is gone," and I couldn't read the rest of it. Let's talk to him.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. I'm going to say, hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He smiles.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his face. What is with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with these containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am, yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. If I make this low chance logic check, I can ask him what's going on here and look at the mountains of containers rising behind him. Logic. Logic is very low. Maybe I don't do that now. Maybe I try to boost my logic. Sure, let me ask you about something else.
Sure, mister. About what? Oh, I'm just making some covers.
There we
sure,
go.
mister.
Okay.
About what?
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now. We're gonna quick save. We're also gonna go into our inventory and what boosts logic? I think glasses. Nope, they don't. Not those glasses. Does anything boost logic? Is logic, I do have one thing that has a logic +1 on it. Okay, drama, rhetoric, suggestion, physical instrument, electrochemistry, reaction speed, composure, half-light. And no, nothing boosts my ability to, but we're gonna try and win this roll. Here we go.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Leo, in the future, can we keep this greeting shorter?
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
He smiles his disarming smile and looks you deep in the eye. Here we go, back to... What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And
So
here's
it's
the red
easier
check.
for the crane operators to spot them.
Everything.
Fail. We're going to load it up again. Loading up the quick save. And we're going to skip through some of his dialogue.
Oh, hey, mister.
Hello.
Sure, mister. Absolutely. Oh,
Back
I'm
in
just
there,
making some
rolling the
covers for
dice.
them.
Everything.
Oh. How many times am I going to do this? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, hey,
I'm
mister.
doing it
Sure,
just
mister.
enough times to win.
I'm just making some covers for them.
The containers in
Oh,
the
there we
yard
go.
are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors.
Apparently, I just unlocked the achievement, Get Kim to Trust You. Really trust you. Why did that happen when I succeeded on that roll? Huh?
It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Let's see. Okay, I was talking to myself and not paying attention and all that good stuff, so I'm just making covers for the container. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery and the mountain rising behind them. Leo is all red in Union colors, and he's putting Union colors on the containers. And my conceptualization says it's like some red infection spreading. So, I can say to him, this looks like a massive redecorating operation. Or, Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? I think I can ask him all three. So let's start with, this looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Oh, well, good. This is a man to ask all the questions. Thank you, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
All right. Just in case we run across another check, I'm going to leave off, save it again, and come back in. We're doing a hard save this time. That was an amazing roll.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna
All
bother
right.
you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
Thank you for keeping it very brief, Leo. Much appreciated. Leo, tell me, where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. Excuse me. Leo, what trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
But, Leo, what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
I can imagine with his friendly disposition.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Kim looks towards you for assistance. Too rowdy. Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Leo, do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on a minute there. Who is this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
So that's who it is. Elizabeth, the fake gardener who is actually a lawyer. And I'm going to guess not actually the lady driver / drug runner. All right?
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Sadness? That's got to be an unusual emotion for Leo.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, poor Elizabeth is sterile?
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes. Leo, I think you're doing a great job around here.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but his smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Alrighty. Leo, are you the one who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Well, what is it about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Leo, what do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up. Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Let's see. Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
The little guy nods.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
I point to the containers suspended from the crane arm and ask, What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Kim says, told you, but we've already been in there and seen the light bending guy. All right, Leo, I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find them.
Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points at the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, that's his office, huh? Okay then, Leo, we'll be off. How about that? We have a new mission for the special borscht. We're definitely going to look at that. And we might need to ask Mañana if he will come and translate for us. Let's see about that. Maybe. All right, we're going to do another, at least, quick save. And off we go. That's it. Two giant coffee pots, huh? The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Jesus, here's the guy at his desk. But before we talk to him, let's look at the giant swordfish on the wall. A taxidermy fish that tells time. And we have just gone up another skill point. How about that? Whoops, we want to go here. How about that? What made us jump a skill point? By looking at a fish. Oh, because I get skill points for being on the green things. Nice, 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 nice. All right, we're going to open up a new slot. Unlock. And we're going to consider the bankruptcy sequence. I think that might be it, though. I think we may have reached all the things we can hold in our brain at the same time. And to unlock any others, I'm going to need to forget some of them. Interesting. Okay. All right. Now that we've done that, we're about to talk to the guy. We're gonna do a hard save here. Save the game. In the harbor on day 2. Here we go.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Not surprised at all. Is that so?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers, I ask?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his great desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He's a big man in a giant comfy chair, let me tell you.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, and then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Let's take the seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Let's It says remain serious or try to wink back. Let's try to wink back. It seems like trying is going to fail.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
We took some damage.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
So you know Garta, huh?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
We got options here. Take the check and thank him. Take it and don't say anything. Tell him, keep it, I'm good, and leave the check. Or tell him to shove it up his ass and leave it. I'm going to take the check. I'll take money. Why not? Not going to change anything I do. Certainly not playing any favorites.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Ooh, he winks.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Hopefully, he's not trying to slyly threaten me. Oh, we might find your gun, and it might have been used to kill someone. Oh, how tragic that would be.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I can ask him how he knows about my lost gun. I can tell him I'm not worried. I got this. Or I can tell him flat out, I would appreciate any help you could provide. I am looking to get my hands on that gun, and if I have to blow smoke up this guy's ass to get it, I'm happy to do so.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Oh, I took the novelty check and the chair is killing me. It's a red check. I cannot maintain my composure. 8% chance to not panic. This is terrible. I might start this entire conversation over again and not sit and not take the check. We'll see. Let's roll.
God,
Fail.
You're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry, I say, trying to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some kind of stupor. Let's see. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot, or there are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Let's try that one.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Okay. We got some options here. I could, number one, say, nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois, and vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Number two, oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great, and just keep sliding down in the chair. Number three, actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water and sit upright. Let's go with that one.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Mr. Everard, I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
He perks up.
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
Of course not.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant.
You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
It seems like this one's ready to be highlighted again. I've just finished investigating the local drug trade. Let's bring it up again.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Do you know there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside one of your shipping containers out there?
Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich he could get in anywhere.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys.
Let's see, what do we got here? Let's go with the first one. Nothing can stop an innovative mind.
Honestly, Harry, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
He shakes his head. Let's see. Yes, for God's sakes. You're a socialist. Number two. The mega-rich are people too. He was a nice man. Gave me stock tips. Number three. Yes, the transportation of mega-rich should be more tightly regulated. Didn't seem like he was safe. Or number four. You should be honored by the presence of this magus. He was of half Revacholian blood and amassed his wealth using the mysterious bond of nationhood. Let's go with the mega-rich are people too. He was a nice man. Gave me stock tips.
No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container. Soon, he'll bring the others. All three of them. Thank you for telling me. I'll see to this immediately.
Wait a minute. There's three more mega-rich light-bending guys? Did he just give me a clue to people I'm supposed to try and track down? Or is that just a bit of lore? I don't know.
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got into the container?
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Let's see, I could tell him number one, I really believe in the race mystery, and I'm glad I was given this chance. I hope to one day be able to contribute. Number two, I am not a race pupil. I just listened to some of the odd things he had to say. Number three, it was a tactic. I needed to get in somehow, and it's not like I'm racist now. Number four, yep, I'm a big racist. It's basically like that in my head all the time. I'm going to go with, it was just a tactic, honestly.
Of course, Harry, of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's going to hear about it.
He winks at you.
No one's going to know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez.
This guy's a real bastard.
You can see the map of Revachol in your head. Dozens of red arrows are pointing outwards from Martinez, moving all across the city.
Of course they are.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
Apparently my name is Harry Dubois.
That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
I think the odds of that are very low.
It's true. My memory is a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is...
He taps on the folder in front of him.
I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
That is not threatening at all. I've got a big fat folder on you.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
No, I think he's telling the truth, honestly.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
He pauses to look down at a brown folder on his desk.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
His eyes never leave yours. All right, do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
One day, huh? Well, let's get this straight. What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
It is. Most curious.
You don't feel like any of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man.
Let's go with... Okay, I like it. I can work with that.
And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
What kind of a cop does it say I am in that paperwork there?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
I'm sorry?
Yes. You seem to be. A lot of the time. But right now, there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
He's got friends inside the organization.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
He turns back to look at you. These voices in your head seem to be untrustworthy. Indeed, indeed. We've got a 42% chance because +1 Kim suspects something. We've read the shipping folders before. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Oh, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you, Because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
I say to the man, that's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Look at him shifting blame.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
Evrart Clare looks very annoyed.
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Ho, 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 ho. We called his bluff.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois, does it?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Well, Mr. Clare, could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, Mr. Clare, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Workers' boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radiophone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. He's had enough of that.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
All right, then. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
She's spreading the story. Hey, a cop lost his gun. You seen it?
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
He says, winking at you again.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really be holding my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
We got some options here. Number 1, I can say, wait. The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? Or number 2, I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. Number 3, I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Number 4, does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back? Let's tell him, hey, look, do I want to tell him anything? Do I want this guy to find it? Is cooperating with him the way to get my gun back? Or is it likely if he gets his hand, if I give him a clue as to how to track it down, he will then be able to use it against me? Let's be a little circumspect here. Number 4, does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He says, looking at the lieutenant. But that was worth plus 10 XP and the task complete, track down your gun. He knows where it is. He's already got his hands on it.
He is not.
He is not kidding at all.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Mr. Clare, I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Secret task complete. Interview the union boss. It's a secret task. We got plus 10 XP. Mr. Everhart, I sense there is a but coming.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
That seems super shady.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Mr. Clare, why don't you just open the door yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
In fact, that's what we have been doing.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Mr. Clare, I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I am going to accept the task, but I may or may not do as he asks. I say to him, damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned everything out.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Mr. Clare, I'm also looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Mr. Clare, I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
He adjusts the button on his sleeve.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals, you say?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Is that doublespeak? Is he saying, whatever you do, remember who your real friend is?
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find that a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
Mr. Clare, what happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Galmont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally go like that?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Pals, right.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Mr. Clare, Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
The man frowns disapprovingly. Well, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low-balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Well, why haven't you let Joyce in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Okay, then let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
He makes an all-encompassing gesture.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
He just referred to himself by his own name in third person. Like Kuno.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
All right then, Mr. Clare. I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
He leans, reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
We have gained the item Debardeur's Union Card. Would ya look at that? We now have new items, one of them being a giant novelty check. Where the hell do we cash that sucker? I mean, I took a giant novelty check, supposedly worth 25 real, but how do I deposit it? All right. Also, open the apartment door for Everard. Get the key to the Weasel's door from Mañana. And help getting the body down. That's updated. Go to Measurehead on the gates and ask him to get the body down. Alrighty. Well, there's no walking around anywhere else in this room. We gotta get back out the way we came in, I guess. We are gonna go ahead and save it. Let's do a quick save. And it is about time for me to take my midstream break, walk the dog, go to the bathroom. I'm gonna dip out for 10 minutes while you enjoy some coming soon trailers, and I will be right back. Hang in there.
Benjamin the Dream Wizard wants to help you pierce the veil of night and shine the light of understanding upon the mystery of dreams. Every episode of his Dreamscapes program features real dreamers gifted with rare insight into their nocturnal visions. New Dreamscapes episodes appear every week on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and other video hosting platforms, as well as free audiobooks exploring the psychological principles which inform our dream experience, and much, much more. To join the Wizard as a guest, reach out across more than a dozen social media platforms and through the contact page at benjaminthedreamwizard.com, where you will also find the Wizard's growing catalog of historical dream literature available on Amazon, documenting the wisdom and wonder of exploration into the world of dreams over the past 2,000 years. That's Benjamin the Dream Wizard on YouTube and at benjaminthedreamwizard.com.
the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wait, what?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now hold on a second. Don't you listen to him. What did I ever do to you?
She will do everything in her power to stop you.
Well, yeah. I don't want to die.
She'll charm, and she'll lie, and she'll promise you the world. And if she has the chance, she will kill you 12 times over.
Is he even listening to me?
Don't forget, the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
You're not actually going to try to slay me or anything, right? Because I wouldn't if I were you. If you try, I'll kill you as many times as it takes.
All right, I'm back, but We're gonna let this music wind down. I gotta think about completeness. We're so close to the end, I gotta let it finish. Is that dumb? I don't know. Maybe kinda. It's just how I roll. Gotta watch the Ghost Runner get thrown out the window and... coming soon. There we go, that's enough of that. Here we are. Got a fresh glass of Socialist Champagne, and you can get it too by going to benjaminthedreamwizard.locals.com and becoming a member there. It's free to join, and you can see the recipe. So. Here we go. Back to it. We got to get out of this office. Something tells me we got to go like all the way back the way we came in. Which is kind of a hassle. Maybe we start running. I don't know. I don't see another way down. But we don't have to go so slow. Oop, going down here. Do. Back the way we came in. All the way back in. Does this door say, Oh, now we have a key card. Oh, now the dog wants up. Of course he does. Peanut butter. Come here. Come here. I got you. I got you, Butters. Sit down. Sit. Sit down, Butters. Get comfy. Oh my God! Now the dog's gonna be a pain in the ass. Let's do another quick save here, just in case. Well, we've got all kinds of things we could do. Should we? Let's go talk to Jean-Luc. Is that where this guy is? Is that this guy, right? Is that this guy, Measurehead?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Evrart told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to give me orders. I salute your cunning and will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
He's gonna do it, huh?
You're so noble, Measurehead.
His groupies love him.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
All right, so we can say no, we're not going to do that, and back off, or wait here while Measurehead goes. We want the body down out of the tree. That is something we need to do, so let's say okay.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
And if we don't, are we going to watch him go? Do we have the option not to stay here?
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
The woman twirls her hair.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Oh, shit. That might be a problem.
Spoken by a mercenary, pretending to be a worker.
Let's see, I can say I'll work with whoever I want. Or, yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. Or, simply tell him that's none of your business. I'm going to go with number one. I work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
He's back. Task updated. Get the body out of the tree.
Has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Measurehead.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Yeah, apparently we've chosen sides here in an unexpected twist. I cannot get past him. There's something in this box over here. I'd sure like to open it. I was going to try and get over there while he was gone. We're going to do a hard save, and I'm going to back it up. I want to see if I can get at that box while he's gone, if I don't choose to talk to the gal. I didn't see an option for not talking to her. Load game. Let's back it up. I'm just curious. Only coming this way once. Let's see what happens. Alright, we come over here. We talk to Measurehead.
The unpromising Ray's pupil.
Get the body out of the tree. Yes. Okay.
Babe,
wait here while he goes.
That they stay here the whole time.
And he walks away slowly. If there's like $1 in the box, screw it. I'm going to restore the other one.
The woman's get.
So, you guys are like copsters? Have you ever...
You hear that?
Yeah, Jean-Luc...
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cop!
Spoken by a mercenary, pretending to be a worker.
Looks like we don't get that chance
shrill
after all.
Laughter. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing
Okay, so there was never an opportunity to
walking past him.
Get over here and look at what's in the box. Maybe we'll get a chance later.
The corpse has been removed from...
Alright, we're going to go ahead and load the save. And a whole lot of time has passed. It's 8:20. How about that? Alright. Well, we're going to come on down here now. And we're going to talk to this guy. Mr. Mañana.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia, I say, nodding approvingly.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everard said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belongs to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Got some possibilities here. I saw an opportunity and took it. I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
And now we have a key to that door. I did want to get in there.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
So why are you guys striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or whatnot?
This stuff. They already covered.
Well, shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people have here.
Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
Well, how large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Maybe you shouldn't take what's not yours.
Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide enough for all of us.
How about the boss man, Everard? What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail, anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
I don't know, that desk of his seemed pretty lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
He's got a point.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation around here.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
Anyana, you got any idea who killed that hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. I respond, the harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed? Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Mañana, did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
The lieutenant takes down some notes.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
And he takes another sip from his flask. Well, good talking to you, Mañana. Gotta run. And we have indeed expanded our understanding just a bit, not too much. Oh boy, do we dare talk to this guy? Let's do it. He's right here.
Right to work!
Nope, he has nothing useful to say. He was just a set piece earlier. Let's pop in here. See if this gal knows anything about how to cash a check.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I was mildly correct in assuming this was a good place to start. I say to her, I need to exchange this novelty check for cash, and give her the novelty check to gain 25 real.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter. And we got money. I got 3 days worth of funds at the moment.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Local dealers? How do I find some local dealers? These are...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear...
Nope, I don't want any of that stuff. We're gonna go, cash in my cans and bottles.
The machine stands and your bottles clunk into the machine.
I literally had 3 of them.
Appears with us. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy
more alcohol, he says. No thanks. Open an apartment door for Everard. Got updated. And the body is out of the tree. That list from Monday is slowly whittling down. All right. Well, we're gonna quick save it again. I got some money, yo. We're gonna run all the way up to see what's her name, Joyce. We're gonna go talk to Joyce because we also need to be up on that balcony after 2100. Been waiting forever and a day to get that done. Pass a little bit of time in conversation with Miss Joyce. And then we are conveniently positioned to pop right into that building. I'm digging it. And hard save. Joyce, long time no see. How's it going?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Joyce, I've talked with Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Not at all. Didn't like him one bit.
Finally, time to choose sides.
Oh boy, I can say I didn't like him, which I didn't. I can say he's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. I can say Everard Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He is a champion I've sworn fealty to. I can say he is a bloated rainbow socialist. Or I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. Number 6. He is not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. Or, it's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. I'm going to say I didn't like him at all.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Electrochemistry wants me to be liked, huh?
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Well, Joyce, that money you gave me, would that make things weird? If I shared information, I mean.
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets.
Oh, really? What kind of trade secrets are you going to give me, Joyce?
Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
All right, Joyce, between you and me, Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
Indeed. Helpful. My thoughts exactly.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
He's angry and surprised. Oh boy.
When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
Whoopsie doodle.
And conventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Perfectly normal, perfectly reasonable, indeed.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No, it has not.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
He is not helpful at all, but we knew that from the beginning.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
That's it. We didn't answer questions in a way that would yield experience or get her to open up about anything. And now the option to, let's say, so I've been dealing with Everard again. Let's just jump back in there for a minute. I want to try to see if there's more conversation options.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Oh.
The lieutenant, he's a... When I said be...
Unconventional, but...
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Mr. Everard says
How
it's
is it going?
Almost ready
Has
to be
this
found
detected
soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Okay, I went back through the conversation tree and we got a little extra XP out of there. All right.
Of course, Detective.
That's all there is to it, I suppose. The only way to pass time is to read a book or talk to people, so the game is kind of frozen at the moment. frozen time-wise. We're so close. At 2047, we're supposed to come back after 2100 to find him. Let's go ahead and enter the building and head upstairs. Hey, any new things this old lady might say to us?
Give me a moment.
Nope. We gotta head down on the balcony. Here we go. Oh, I've got some new thoughts. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. And a maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. We're going to come over here and just kind of sit tight for a moment. Save the game again. Quick save. And I guess we're going to get in here and read a book to pass some time. Items. Where's the book? Objects Interactable. Here we go.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
I crack open this immense tome.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain.
I'm amazed any of it would end up anywhere in my brain.
Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Oh God, no, let me out of here, because it is now after 2100.
Disappointing. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude.
And we put the book away. Close our inventory. Quick save one more time, and let's go on up here and talk to this kid. There he is.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yes, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eye.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Make things right again. I can say, yes, that's what I'm aiming for. Number 2, honestly, I'm just trying not to screw up anything. Number 3, I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. Or I can ignore the question and say, I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks a murder scene. You know what? I'm aiming to make things right. Let's answer there.
Beautiful.
He says, again, a nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door 28. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well, I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
We don't get to ask him hardly anything, huh?
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
So sad to be alone.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run? Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
I say to the smoking man, you can go, but only if you promise that we will talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
We can talk to him again another time. Okay.
Take care, all right?
The smoker on the balcony leaves, giving us 70 XP and a level up. New task gained. Interview the friend. Okay. New task gained. Interview the friend. You finally meet up with the mysterious smoker on the balcony. He said the one you really want to talk to is his friend. This friend is waiting for you inside an apartment, number 28. Go and meet him right now. He won't be there later. All right. And all of my thoughts are full, and I've got an XP point that I don't know what to spend on. So we're just going to rack them up. Let's see, we got two options. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on it. Or, let's go, Kim. We have to interview this Sunday friend. I'm going to give him the first answer. What's different about that kid?
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned?
His shirt.
Kim Kitsuragi appears to be holding back his laughter, his eyes squinting. Yeah, I say. His shirt.
His shirt. His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
His mouth tightens, as though trying to hold something back.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods towards the apartment door before you. Once again, I never know whether these are going to be multi-response lists of things I can interact with, or I get one chance to ask a question, and apparently I've amused Kim. We're gonna leave it as good enough. But we are also going to... Oh, it just auto-saved. Let's go in and talk to this Sunday friend. Ooh, there's lots of stuff around here. His Sunday friend is indeed a man. All right. A quarterly business magazine is on the counter. An empty ashtray is on the table. Dishes are soaking in a pot. Flyers for an underground party are on the counter. There's a canopy over the bed. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. There is a Samaran conical hat, which gives me +1 to logic. We're taking it. What's what is this over here? There is a silk dragon's robe that gives +1 to drama and electrochemistry. We're taking it. An old photo of the same apartment dated in the year 01 hangs on the wall. A bucket of paint on a layer of old newspapers. And that is all there is to see. We're going to talk to the man.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
An innocuous personal question. We can point at the bed and ask, before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. I can show him the silk robe and say, before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from. I can show him the Samaran hat and ask, we'll get to that, but right after you tell me the story behind this black Samaran hat. Let's ask about the hat.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang. It's made from a special charcoal-colored bamboo. It's an emblem of the formal normalization of our diplomatic relations.
Maybe I shouldn't steal it?
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor.
You shut the hell up, Half-Light.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Mr. Sunday Friend, did you actually witness the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. I turn to the lieutenant and say, this is just the person we've been looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
He eyes the spectacled man near the window, who smiles and spreads his hand. I turn back to the man and ask, is it because you did it, Mr. Villadrulian?
Because I did it?
The man scoffs.
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
My apologies. I misspoke. I mean, what did you see?
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Mr. Sunday Friend, who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses while looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
That is surprisingly accurate, based on what we know.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
I'm not so sure about that. I think we're going to find a drummer before the end of this. All right, Mr. Sunday Friend, what happened next?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men or women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
The lieutenant flips through his notes. I turn to Mr. Sunday Friend and say, are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
So why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for.
Damn it.
I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
The lieutenant says, closing his notebook.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Task completed. Interview the Sunday friend. Gained experience plus 10. I could say, so what's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here, in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat, huh?
Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
So what is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
What is the price stabilité?
It is the most important thing.
Oh, that doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stabilité works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
I turn to Kim and say, so what I'm hearing is that we're the moral intern's bitches.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
I turn back to Sunday Friend. So you're a moralist.
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, Sur-la-Clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving nod. I can tell him, number one, I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. 2, moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Number 3, democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. Number 4, it's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? I do want a bit more action. Let's go with number 1.
Do you think peace is boring? What about prosperity?
Well, prosperity sounds like a lot of fun.
I agree. And we as an international community should strive to bring this prosperity to every kid on every Isola. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sur-le-Clef.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Oh, tell me all about that. What is it?
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
What makes Revachol-sur-la-Clé's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Okay, tell me about Oranje.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them would you say is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranje?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
You just, talk like a normal person.
About what?
About Oranje. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
All right, enough business. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Tell me about your friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What is Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What does that mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
That doesn't tell me anything about Kendra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's ménage decided to emigrate.
How did you two become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
You're describing how the coalition occupied Revachol.
One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
What do you mean?
Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but now that I start thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, you know? Very creative. Helps relieve stress.
Aye, but you still haven't told me who your friend is.
Sorry, who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch. I say, your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
But what are you doing here in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles and nods to the window. Enjoying the view? There's a dead body hanging in the tree outside.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
Oops, continuity error.
Listen.
He says, raising his hand. What? I say. I'm not hearing anything. Is it the Dol Dada Mama Aqua? Dol Mama Aqua thing?
The Insulindian Bay.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
All right, I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Actually, thanks. I've got all I need.
A moment, officer.
Oh, really?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on. Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Well, thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. I think we've exhausted the dialogue tree for this guy. I don't think we're going to get anything more out of him.
Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
I could have told him I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to look around, but that seems unnecessary because we already did. We do a hard save, Ratcha, and head out the door. And we got new stuff. We've got a book I've never looked at that I picked up earlier. Okay. And clothing items. Oh, we picked up the hat. And the Party Dragon silk robe. And just cuz I can put them on. I can also take off all my other stuff. Ooh. Oh, that's styling. Let me tell you. All right, let's put our clothes back on. And the hat. There we go. That's just fine. What do we got here? Open the water lock on Wednesday and open the apartment door for Everard. Also need to get a hold of a sad song on tape. There you have it. Let's knock on this door. Let's put the crowbar in our hands because I feel like we haven't tried this yet. feel like we have tried this before, but... Nope. Alright. It was worth a shot. Alright, I think at this point, we just need to go back to the hostel. Which is right out this back door here. It's time for a debrief with Kim. And then I'm not going to go to bed for the night just yet. I think we need to go talk to Kuno, give him a smoke, do some drinking. Oh shit, I was going to look for the two old men, but they're not there. We waited too long. We'll have to try and find Renee later and show him whatever that was we were going to show him. Also, not going to mess with the body yet. Apparently, it's just going to wait there for us. All right, we're going to click on the door. Oh, wait, it's locked. I guess I got to go back downstairs and pay Gart. Whoops. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. What? What? Nothing on what, where? Nothing on the front page rings a bell. All right, let's talk to Gart.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
I sure do.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
What do we got here? What just happened? I don't know. It told me to go look in here. I guess it's because I still have some things I haven't done. I don't know. All right, back upstairs. And we'll do a little debrief with Kim. I'm interested to see if he gives me the option to pull out a smoke and have one with him. He says, see you in the morning. Nothing else to say.
Yes?
Nothing. That's it. That was it. Well, first thing we're going to do is drink that alcohol, right? Let's look in here. Explore, get the hangman's boots. Oh, wait a minute. Map. Nope. Tasks completed. Cancel. Find booze and drink it. Oh, completely forfeited. Huh. Well, yeah. That's it. That task is never going to be done, and now I got booze I don't need. Fair enough. Let's go out back and talk to that kid while Kim's not around. This might be my last official act for the night here. Actually, I want to come in here and look at these things, get some free XP. There are pictures on the wall. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Ooh, it is not time for this roll yet. It is white check, but I don't need to do it. Let's squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there, behind the glass.
I say out loud, there's something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
It is not time yet. Let's see, Inland told you. The mysterious door has been seen, and I have the dice. And those all give me a bonus, but this is just going to be impossible. So we're going to revert your gaze, and we'll come back and look at that later. We need to look at the window. What is that about the window? So many mysteries in this game. All right, let's go say hi to this kid. He is still there. What is he doing out here in the dark, in the middle of the night?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
You want to get down, kid? There you go. I wish I could have been here to see it. Now, I've got some questions.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o-naught.
The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
He's
joking! He's totally joking!
I don't have questions.
Fucking idiot Mulkapa! Doesn't know any questions!
Why is it forcing me to say I don't have questions?
The lieutenant is sitting on the edge of his bed, 20 kilometers from here, and cleaning his boots. An archetypal policeman like him would definitely come up with some questions to ask right now. Unlike you, standing here alone, unable to gather your thoughts.
About the crime scene, you kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
500, Jesus. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
It just solved who put the clothes in the trash. Must have been Kuno? No, it's been updated. Who else has authorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person, and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. So ask Kuno if he knows anything. We move that forward. Nice. There was also a mug in the trash, I say, showing him the mug.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes. Does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah. Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
Maybe so, Kuno. Maybe so.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene. Cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique, too.
He's all about it.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
I can't believe it censors that one word.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
That ladder on the tree, is it yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic tree house.
How about that greenhouse over there? What's in it?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Wait, what do you mean by hipped?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
Well, that gardener, she's not actually a gardener. Turns out she's a union fixer.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
You were expecting relaying this information to him to be more rewarding, right? Telling him you found out she isn't a gardener. You know what you should do if you want to get rewarded? Drugs. Drugs are more rewarding than work.
I might die in this conversation. My morale might completely fall off the map, and I don't remember saving it before we came to talk to him. Do I use? I'm going to use... Oh, shit. I used 2 of them right before I went to bed. That was a mistake. I thought I had to double-click it. Oops. Well, at least I'm not going to die.
Or alcohol, if you don't want to do drugs. Alcohol is just as rewarding, but it isn't a drug. This has been going on for quite a while, hasn't it? You've been thinking about drugs and alcohol for a long time now. Juicy drugs. Tasty alcohol. Seems kind of boring now, going back to... What was this about? Some yard? Yards aren't interesting. Only drugs are interesting. Drugs and alcohol. You feel sad now, but what can you do? Life has to go on. With a heavy sigh, you say...
All right there, Kuno. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oh, Kuno dominated you, and I did +1 for talked to Kuno S. Let's, it's a very low chance. Let's leave off, save it, and come back in and try and work empathy.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Kuno doesn't care. We're going to, oh, I can't save the game because there's a thing that needs to play first.
Rigorous self-critique.
Oh, shit. What do we got here?
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Whew, that is a fearless moral inventory. What bonus do we get? Intelligence and psi. Red check failures heal, +1 morale. Physical and motivation red check failures heal health. Learning cap for pain threshold has been raised to 6. Well, we'll take it. Here we go. We're going to bop out of there. Now we're going to do another quick save. Talk to Kuno again and try that.
You're offering to Kuno.
Wow. I think I lost my opportunity. There was a chance in that last conversation. It appears to be gone. Okay, here's a drink, kid. It's alcohol. Extend the bottle of liquor.
Stay the fuck away from Kuno. You smell like bum shit. Kuno's not a bum. Kuno doesn't touch that shit.
Why not?
What? Do you think Kuno's fucking 80 years old? Trying to bring me bum juice? Make the Kuno paranoid?
So you don't like alcohol, huh?
Just because you get high off that shit doesn't mean Kuno has to fuck himself with that fermented piss and shit mix. Trying to get a 12-year-old hooked on the shit shake?
He looks like he can't believe your depravity. All right, check out this bizarre drug I found and show him the Parolidon.
Oh, not this dreamer shit again. Why do Kuno's bitches always try and bring Kuno that lame sha-la-la-la bang shit. Kuno's not a fucking witch doctor.
It was only once. And you fucking asked me to nick it, Kuno.
No, I didn't. It's fucking Kuno. Say it right, bitch. Say it like it's said.
Pretty lame, Orionese name. Nowhere near Kuno. The thought crosses your mind, and then it's gone. Perhaps something for later.
Maybe Kuno is Orionese, huh?
Anyway, Kuno doesn't do that radioactive shit. Makes Kuno's dick fall off. Kuno's got a huge dick.
Well, let's say one more time, I don't have anything. What can I offer you?
You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs or cigarettes. Gets Kuno to like you again. Some giant-ass wheels would be nice too.
All right, well, let's rip some tar and hold out a pack of cigarettes.
Okay, Porkson. Tar keeps Kuno sharp. Helps Kuno think. Kuno likes that brain boost shit.
So I lost one of my cigarettes, and he liked it. He did ask for it.
We're cool now, but don't be pulling this shit on Kuno, or Kuno's gonna have to beat the shit out of you again.
I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I seem to have lost the ability to go down that tree again. Let's see if I play around with this a little bit. Mug in the trash.
A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Does the mug have anything to do with anything?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the... I
can't eat
never mind.
Shit, that's...
The kid may...
Kuno doesn't know.
Stop turning into a...
Yeah.
All right,
get
yada,
your
yada.
shit. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oh, we got the empathy roll back. Oh, let's try it. It's not going to work.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no. What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
All right. Well, eventually, it's a white check, so we got to add points to empathy to open it up and figure out what's going on with him. All right, we'll come back and ask another time. All right.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'm off. How about the corpse here? Can I get those boots?
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Let's see. It's beautiful. And wipe a tear from my eye. Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Yes.
Fuck are you talking to, clown?
Myself. Piss off, Kuno.
Talking to the dead man? Psycho cop.
Somewhere, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is preparing a report. He should be here for this, you realize. You have to return later.
I wanted to get the boots. All right. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Apparently not. Well, we seem to have run out the end of these dialogue trees here. I can't think of anything else to do in the dark of night, so that's a good time to go to sleep and see what happens. Off we go. Man, barely tomorrow perhaps, starting day 3. We get to open up the lock and explore the rest of the map. How about that? All right, here we go. Into the room. Let's go look in the mirror again. Do I have a better chance of succeeding in a role?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
If I were wearing a tool, I could use the chain cutters to fix the faucet and stop the steam from fogging up the mirror. Let's do that. chain cutters. There we go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it,
Ooh, it's a
your
low
fate.
chance. We're going to save. We're going to quick save, real quick here. We're going to give it a try.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Locked. I got to put a skill point into Encyclopedia for that, or electrochemistry. There is no more steam. I've recited a poem to Tommy. I can also put on things that raise my electrochemistry. Let's do that tomorrow. I am out of time. I want to mess with the mirror. We're gonna have some fun. Let the mirror be for now. We're going to hard save this sucker right now because I don't want to go to sleep. Because going to sleep, I might go back into the dream world and go have another conversation with someone somewhere. What does it mean to go to sleep? What's going to happen when I go to sleep? I'm kind of excited by the potential. New save, Whirling in Rags, day 2 at 22:18 in the PM. And my friends, that is going to do it for this episode of DreamWizard Plays number 399, Disco Elysium from 2019, Part 9. Join us again tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific for a very happy Friday stream for Part 10 of this amazing adventure into, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's interesting. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. And I hope you all come back. So in the meantime, in between time, I am the Dream Wizard, and I thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.